win the World Cup. Whatever, Sanath, you can share about the journey, I would love you to share for that. We're all ears, and these guys represent 200 cities in India. Wherever you go, next time you know that they'll come and pick you up from the airport. So after you finish, please do allow them to ask a few questions, and we will lovely to hear it from you.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for inviting me. And today it was a busy schedule. I was in Kandy. I'm part of LPL Srilankan Premier League. So we were just finished the match at 7:30. 8 o'clock I left Kandy. I was driving a little too fast though. In 2 hours I came to Colombo.
Wow.
So once again, thank you very much, and it was an honor to be with you all, and you all in wonderful responsibilities you are doing for your country, your children, giving the education and doing everything is, I think, one of the best things you all can do. And your responsibility is taken, and you are doing that is, I think, it's very wonderful. So thank you once again for coming and pick Sri Lanka. This is very important at this moment. As you all know, Sri Lanka went through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
If you all would have seen on TV, it was 6 months ago, 7 months ago, went through really a bad time. So now the things have been changed and getting to normalcy slowly by slowly. It's take time because it's really a tough time for Sri Lankans and who living there. So I think with all these things, what you have seen, all the negative things from Sri Lanka, and now you all can see all the positive side after you all come back. Otherwise you only see on your TV, you have seen all the negatives. But here it's totally different story now. Anybody can visit Sri Lanka, it's safe. It's really a safe place. You have enough food, enough fuel to travel, electricity is there. So I think you all having a great time in Sri Lanka. Thank you for picking Sri Lanka.
Thank you.
And also tell your friends, I'm a brand ambassador for Sri Lanka tourism. You can tell your people in India or all over the world, this place is safe. You all can travel to Sri Lanka anytime. It will be a really safe place. Yes. It's a nice place. So thank you very much once again. Cricketing part, I just started cricket very, very small age. I started from down south, place called Matara. It's about almost 200 kilometers down south, passing goal. So my place is very, basically it's a fishing village. Mostly people do fishing, and we do small jobs like what you call the government jobs. Very, very small scale of people who live in that area. But when I started cricket in my school, it's very difficult for my school to play cricket also. It's an expensive game. So my principal is very keen to play cricket. So we started under 11 school cricket and under 13 cricket. My parents said, no, you can't, because it's difficult. My parents can't afford to go for practices. You need to buy a lot of things. My mother said no. But I used to go to grounds to play tennis ball. So when the schools under 11 and 13 is practicing, I play in a side softball. My principal came and asked me, where are you from? I said, I'm from that village. I said, why don't you come for practice? I said, my mother not allowing me to come. So he said, I'll speak to your mother, you come next day. So I went next day practices. So I did well. So my coach wants to continue as come for practices. This is under 11 cricket. So I started like that, under 11 cricket. So I went, I just started to practice and practice. My mother realized that I'm never going to study because I come home and sleep very early. It's tiring. But I just started to play cricket in school under 11. I played very well that particular year. So my principal pushed me to play under 13 cricket. Then we started under 15, under 17, and under 19 finally. Our school system is so good in Sri Lanka. School cricket is one of the best in the world. This is why we are here today. Because we have a school cricket tournaments going on, all age levels, under 13, under 15, under 17, under 19. So that every school are playing each other for those tournaments. We have that for a long time. This is why when some of the players representing Sri Lanka, they straight away from under 19 cricket, they come and play test cricket. Because our school cricket is so high. So this is why I decided to continue as a school cricketer. I played school cricket till under 19. Tough. Parents couldn't afford. Everything was there because we have poor families. But when I got opportunity in under 19 cricket, under 19 World Cup, because that's the tour. All the schools have sent 3 or 4 players to Colombo for the trial matches. It's about 500 the players came to Colombo. So I played few trial games, got runs. So I had to stay in Colombo with one of my friends' place because the practices in Colombo. So it was a tough time I went through, very difficult, but I never give up. I thought, no, I can do it. But I just thought I just keep fighting hard. So I just went and I selected under 19 tour to go to Australia to the Youth World Cup, and I did well. Came back. Then again, I got opportunity to go to Pakistan, the Sri Lanka A tour. I got 2 double hundreds in Pakistan. Then I came back. Then I got opportunity to play for Sri Lanka. So this road was not the easiest road, especially for as an outstation player, cricketer. It's very difficult. So Colombo is the base basically for cricket, and also the schools can afford. Also parents can afford, but for me it's very difficult. But somehow I managed for Sri Lanka team. Then I started. The thing is, you can come into a Sri Lanka team. Only thing is, to remain is the difficult part. You need to work very hard. You need to work. You need to practice. It's a dedicated. You need to be fit. Physical fitness need to be there. It's like, it's like studies. It became in Sri Lanka. It's a semi-professional those days. We have to work and play cricket. I used to work for few banks in Sri Lanka. Then I used to work for other companies in Sri Lanka. At the same time, I was playing cricket. But now it's became real professional in Sri Lanka now. But those days we are semi-professional. We used to work. So that's how we started. But I realized from 1990 to 1996 was a difficult period for Sri Lanka cricket also. I just came into the side. It was a difficult thing, and we were just started to play. I was playing in the middle order. I was not a permanent place in my team. But 1995, we went to Australia. Then we had a lot of issues. Then they called Muralidharan for chucking. Everything happened in Australia, and we came back for the World Cup. We came back for the World Cup. We went for opening ceremony in Kolkata. When we went to opening ceremony in Kolkata, then we realized that Australia and West Indies pulled out because of the security reasons in Sri Lanka that time. But thanks to India and also Pakistan, we never forget those 2 countries. They came to Sri Lanka and played a match to show the world that it's a safe place. Thank you very much. because that gives us a lot of confidence. Those two countries, India and Pakistan, the players came and played a match in Colombo and showed the world that we can play match in Sri Lanka. So that is where we realize, and we need to show the world that we are capable and talented cricketers who play in this country, this island, can show the world that we are capable of winning a World Cup. But we never thought that we will go to finals. What we thought was, no, we will reach semi-finals. That was our target. But during the World Cup, Arjunaya, Aravinda, they're all senior players. They've been playing really good cricket. But we are the youngest players was, I think, myself and Ramesh Kalu, few other players. But the thing is, the confidence gave from the captain and the management. The manager was Dulit Mendis, everyone knows. And a lot of confidence the senior players gave for me and Kalu to go and play your natural game. Because sometimes when you ask, because I never opened batting previously, when you got an opportunity to open batting, when Arjuna asked me, can you do this? It's a risk. If I didn't perform well, I might get out of the team. But I took that calculated risk and I said, yes, I will. But even in any business, sometimes you need to take a calculated risk. Any game. So I did that. It worked for me, and they gave a lot of confidence for me and Kalu. And this is why we were able to win the World Cup in 1996. Not because anything else, that's confidence. Because the confidence was so high. Even though we had a game, semi-finals against India, and we got 256, we never thought that is enough. Because of the Indian batting lineup, when you see that batting lineup, we thought that we won't be able to win that game. But for our luck, the wicket was starting to spin and we ball on the right areas. I got Sachin, Jadeja, and I got all three of them. So this is where I think we had the opportunity to win that particular game, even though that was not the full game. Those things happen, emotional and everything was there in Kolkata. But unfortunately, match was abandoned. But we went up to the finals to Pakistan and we won the finals. That is 1996. Not purely, that is the way of Sri Lankans are playing cricket. Our natural cricket. The islands, we have the way of playing cricket. We never changed our way of cricket. This is how I used to play the way in school. I continue that way. I never changed the style. So that also to thank to the management, because they realized that we are natural talented of players who playing a natural game. They never change. But we need to be smart when you getting experience and when you play more games, how to handle the situations. Because sometimes, if I'm talking the cricketing part, if you get a star, I always say, make a big 100, make a big 150. It's like that, that's how you give the impact to the team and also the opposition. So that's how we and myself and also the 96 the team played. But players like Aravind is outstanding cricketer, like I said recently also. Those players very rare we get. He can come and even now, if you give the pads and gloves, he'll get 100 or 50 for sure. That talented is Aravinda. So we had so much talent in our team. We had Arjuna, we had all the bowlers, Murali, Vasi. The 96 team is a unique team. So even after so long, after 25 years, Sri Lankans are still talking that 96 World Cup. I said recently, now high time to change that topic and somebody else to win and talk about that now. So it will happen very soon. We all want that to be changed now. Even as a player, I need to change that because otherwise we all will talk about 96 World Cup, we won the World Cup, we won the World Cup. Now it's enough for us talking about ourselves and now we need a younger generation to come and win the World Cup. But we won the T20 World Cup in 2014, but not the 50 over World Cup. So it will come very soon. So this is how about 96 team and about the cricket and my background. So my background, like I said, it's a tough time. I never gave up.
Wow.
I never gave up because I know it's because my family, my mother, my parents, they couldn't afford even to come to Colombo. People from my village helped me to come to Colombo, give me the bus fare. It's those people helped me. So I still remember those people. I go and see them now. So these things in our village, for those, we are a very united place. So after about rough road, became represented Sri Lanka, then I captained Sri Lanka, won a World Cup, T20 World Cup, twice we came to runner-up in a World Cup. So achieved a lot of things. When I look back about 20 years what I did, I'm really happy. And it's a tough though, but it's really happy. This is, I think, you need a little luck also. And you need a little luck. I'm a strong Buddhist person, Buddhist. I'm following Buddhism. It's a philosophy that I believe a lot. And meditation part is really important as a cricketer, that I believe too. So everything works well. So now, after retiring, helping cricketers, motivating cricketers, giving a speech and telling my background, how I came, I think I'm enjoying this. So thank you very much once again. And if you need to ask any question, ask few questions, about 5 questions. Otherwise, you never finish.
But don't forget about 2022 Asia Cup.
Yeah. So the boys are coming up because you know the Sri Lankan cricket is young players are playing and they need the exposure and they are playing well. It will take little time to settle in. So everything is happening, like I said. So in Sri Lanka, thank you once again for coming here with all these issues, and we all pick Sri Lanka. Big thank you for that.
You had your second innings in the parliament also, no?
Retired.
Okay, 5 questions. Stories about how young cricketers like even yourself would get housed in Arjuna Ranatunga or a couple of other people who had a lot of young cricketers. Just to maybe a little bit of a brief hearing from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, I think that's an important question. When outstation players comes, that means I'm just talking about, I'm from Mahatara, it's about 200 kilometers. We don't have anybody in Colombo to stay. And a lot of cricketers, when you come to Colombo, Arjuna's Colombo house is for anybody. You can stay there. He looked after. He cooked, and his mother and his other brothers, they looked after really well. So the players who don't have a place in stay in Colombo, what Arjuna is doing is he'll allow us to stay in the home. So we stay there for a few months till we're looking for a place, and he looked after really well. So players like me, I think Pramod Vikramasinghe, there are Eric Ukashanta, a lot of players who don't have a place in Colombo, will go there and stay with Arjuna's place. The mother is really nice, looked after us really well. So that gives us a little confidence, you know. Even though the outstation players don't have a place, but there's a place always for us to go and stay. That's Arjuna's place.
of such people. What's your take on that? Like there are no good, like very good all-rounders who can bat and bowl as well as you or Sachin or Saurav or Sehwag did.
Callis.
Yeah, Callis.
Pandya?
Pandya. No, Pandya, Jadeja is good.
Yeah, one to
Asaranga. Ah.
There are a lot of players that will come, these days a lot of cricket is happening. T20, 50 overs, test cricket, everything. So there are a lot of, the all-rounders are coming in T20, 50 overs, it's like test cricket. Now the players have been, because of this test cricket, 50 or T20, some of the players don't bowl much on test cricket, they'll have to pace out and they play for 50 overs. It's like that. So it's for them to look after their body. Otherwise the long innings will be cut short. So that's how they are managing themselves. That is the game we need to play. That's no doubt. We all have to support Test cricket, all have to go and watch Test cricket. That is unique. But the thing is, the T20 and 50 overs cricket, the way they are attacking, sometimes it has come to the Test cricket also. That's not a bad idea. In 90 overs in a day, if some other team can get over 350 runs, that's really good because then there will be the results. There will be a result always. So that's a good thing. That's entertainment for the cricket-loving public also. But remember, the Test cricket those days, even now, for me, I love to watch, I love to play, I love to get runs on Test cricket. I would have loved to get 10,000 Test runs, but unfortunately just close to 7,000. I got. So I'm enjoying Test cricket. So please, even though you all go and watch T20 cricket, all the other cricket, but don't forget to watch Test cricket. That's a unique.
So there are going to be many mentees of yours who are going to make many runs. You can add their runs also to your score.
Sir, which IPL team will you play if you are given a chance?
Mumbai.
Chennai, Tamil Nadu.
Mumbai Indians.
I did play for Mumbai Indians.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will continue to play Mumbai.
Yeah, Sanath, my earliest memories of you were someone who used to bat 8 down or 7 down and was a bowler. Suddenly in the World Cup, I think you played T20 in those years.
T20 and T50.
I still, but I've asked myself this question: how can somebody change so much? Can you? I don't know if.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about in mid-90s when we went to Australia. Then Arjuna asked me can you open betting? When I said yes, that I took that calculated risk. But in school cricket, in club cricket in Sri Lanka, I am batting number 3 or 4. I never opened.
But you batted like the way you batted in the World Cup?
Yeah, but that's the normal way I'm betting. So I didn't change my betting style. So because of the 15 over restrictions, the first 15 overs, Arjuna, Aravinda with Dilip Mendis realized that we can get more runs first 15 overs. So that's how they think, and they ask us to go and play a natural game.
Yeah.
So even though I was batting number 7, I was not used much.
Yeah.
So the make use of maximum for me to come on top of the order is the best way.
You became more famous because of opening.
Yeah,
I took that risk. I said,
I think it was Sri Lanka first hit in about 100 runs in from 15 overs.
started in Australia.
Now, how much did Kalu play role in your evolution?
Yeah, because thing is, Kalu played in Colombo schools. So they've been involved in under 19 cricket, Sri Lanka A cricket, Kalu was playing. I'm totally different. I came from outstation, Mata. So no one knows what type of cricket I play. So when only the club cricket and also school cricket, when they realized that I'm attacking cricket only, they decided, okay, why don't we go?
No, both of you played very similar brand of cricket.
Similar band of cricket because he played school cricket like that.
Very
with a
nice.
lot of runs. So then that's why we just both of us asked
Yeah,
to
you were-
open bet.
Your opening juggernaut actually steamrolled most of the teams.
Yeah, exactly.
One last question.
So, according to you, who are the top 3 cricketers right now?
It's Virat, one of the test cricketers we have Sri Lanka is Dimut Karunaratne. One of the top cricketers, he's playing well. So I think there are a lot of cricketers from England, Australia. There are good cricketers are coming up at the moment. So 2 I remember, but there are quite a few. Thank you.
Hi, sir. Just to let you know, we named our nephew after you. We were so inspired with you that when he was born, he was named Sanath Jayasurya. I did.
Thank you.
Okay, some bit of selfie time, and Sanath, you'll have to allow them.